Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, serving Guam and Micronesia for 20 years. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedido. Always open, always local.
The latest with the standoff between North Korea and the United States that has Guam caught in the middle. The number of clergy sex abuse cases continues to climb. Details coming up. Police make a major find in Chalanpago as dozens of marijuana plants are confiscated.
Hafa and good evening, everybody. I'm Jason Salas alongside Sabina Salas Matanani in what has been a remarkable last 48 hours in geopolitics and its impact on our island community, as North Korea has now fired back with its response to President Donald Trump's fire and fury threat that he made midweek.
The back and forth with Guam caught in the crossfire. KUAM's Nick Delgado reports.
Island residents are waiting and watching, concerned but calm.
We're worried but not really scared.
This while President Trump's damning diatribe still on replay across the globe.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury.
Even his Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, who stopped in Guam briefly overnight, tried to calm the chaos, saying Americans should sleep well at night.
What the president was doing is sending a strong message to North Korea in language that Kim Jong-un would understand.
Consider the message received as Pyongyang this morning responding to the president's threat as a load of nonsense. The communist country's military also revealing its draft plan to fire 4 intermediate-range ballistic missiles that would not directly strike Guam but instead fly over Japan and land near the territory.
Obviously, there has been some concern and some worries, not only within our administration, but the public. But there is also no panic, and there is no need for panic.
Governor Eddie Calvo responding to this latest development today.
With the security umbrella that we have over Guam, and also based on what there is believed the capabilities of North Korea, there is at this time a belief that there is no need to increase the defense threat or level of threats to Guam.
The final strategy is expected to be approved by Kim Jong-un by mid-August. For now, the ball is in the president's court.
How Trump replied to it, I think it really infuriated North Korea, honestly. But we'll see what's going to happen next.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi Nick Delgado.
And while the world watches what will be the next move, Guam continues to prepare. Isabaza has the latest.
Helicopters could be seen in the skies above Guam this morning as military officials conducted training in Barragata. The exercise is meant to enhance the readiness of military personnel, with the Joint Region Marianas making sure the island's forces are ready to respond to any threat. The training comes as the nation deals with the potential missile strike threat to Guam. But Guam Homeland Security Advisor George Charfurth said should an attack occur, it would be met with a web of defense capabilities.
Now, whether they want to hit a specific target on Guam, that's going to be very difficult with the layers of defense we have in place.
These defenses include the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System at Andersen Air Force Base, the THAAD in South Korea, the Patriot Defense System in Japan, as well as Aegis warships in the Sea of Japan. This doesn't include classified defenses unknown to the general public.
I'm very, very confident in their ability to defend the island from one missile or several missiles.
But with a new threat from North Korea again today, warning of a strike near Guam in the coming weeks, residents are paying close attention to the fiery exchange between the U.S. and North Korea.
It's pretty crazy. And I don't know, I've been looking at the people here acting like nothing's not a problem, but I think it's a really big problem for us.
Well, my husband's military, so from the military side of it, I think if it was really imminent, they would have let us know.
However, Charfurth maintains the island is in a condition of readiness for, meaning we are in a state of normalcy. And at this point, he does not foresee any increase to the island's threat level.
My assessment is it's probably just a lot of more rhetoric.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isabaza.
While the Office of Civil Defense maintains there is no imminent threat to Guam, spokesperson Jenna Gamindi says residents can take steps to prepare for all hazards. These include preparing a family communication plan, safe meeting place, a basic emergency preparedness kit, and if a worst-case scenario happens, residents should shelter in place.
So when we say shelter in place, it really means finding the closest concrete structure. If you're indoors, that means stay indoors. If you're driving on the road, you want to pull over to the side of the road and just get to the nearest concrete structure as soon as you can.
Preparedness kits should include non-perishable food items, water, flashlights, batteries, first aid kit, and other essential items. Now, for more information, you can always call Civil Defense. The number is 475-9600.
Well, the North Korean threat is not expected to slow the robust visitor arrivals from South Korea. Businessman Tae-oh operates a local B&B and says while some customers have asked questions and shown concern, there have not been any cancellations.
I think they've been accustomed to it within the past 50 years. I think they're almost numb to any type of threat from North Korea.
So you don't anticipate there being much of an impact here as a result?
No, I don't. I don't foresee that.
The Korean market is leading the way to new record arrivals for Guam. The Visitors Bureau announced that with nearly 133,000 visitors, July topped the monthly high set in 1997. Korean visitors surged by 25% over the same month last year, but GVB says Guam's top market, which is Japan, of course, continues to slide, dropping more than 5% compared to a year ago.
Another case of clergy sexual abuse filed today, this time against Brother Vernon T. Camillas of Agana Heights Church, who, according to Simon Sanchez High School's website, is a science teacher at the Jigo campus. The alleged incidents occurred in 1989 or 1990 when victim E.M. was about 15 or 16 years old and attending confirmation classes instructed by Brother Vernon. According to the complaint, Brother Vernon insisted on talking about E.M. and his sexual relations with his girlfriend, who wanted to wait until marriage to have sex. E.M. alleges that during a car ride, Brother Vernon reached over and grabbed his private parts, announcing, quote, "I'm trying to teach you what to do so you can have sex with her," end quote. Though he managed to push Brother Vernon off of him, he would continue to press the teen boy on whether he tried the technique on his girlfriend. EMS's filing comes just days after both the local and federal courts have ordered a stay on clergy sex abuse cases in light of a possible settlement. E.M. is represented by attorney Anthony Perez.
The Mandenya Drug Task Force, in other news, is investigating the source of 39 marijuana plants found in a field along Pago Bay over in Talampago. Viewer-submitted video is seen right here as police spokesperson Officer A.J. Balahaja says Agate precinct officers responded to the scene along Inalado Road on Wednesday afternoon. The plants reportedly range in size from 2 inches to 7 feet tall, with police yet to make any arrests.
The man who was pulled out of Tumon waters Wednesday and died shortly after has been identified as 90-year-old Shang Yun Wu. An autopsy performed today concluded he died from asphyxia due to drowning. Wu had been swimming in the waters near Hyatt Regency Guam. He was a Taiwanese tourist.
Well, please do stay tuned, everybody. There is much more island news when we return after this. You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM news than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
This is Tabby. Tabby's service provider is IT&E. This allows her to walk on campus without having to rely on Wi-Fi.
Hey, Abby. Hey, I switched to the IT&E student plan just like you. I love how affordable their plan is. I'm so glad I switched to IT&E. What?
Get up to 5 gigs a month for just $30 and the first 3 months free at IT&E.
At Shell, it's about offering more than just fuel. It's about providing service to people. From hot coffees to warm welcomes, from clean bathrooms to fresh food, we're on a mission to make you leave happier than when you arrived. So whatever your journey, we're here. Welcome to service. Welcome to Shell. Serving the islands for over 30 years. Share your story at Shell Foodies Guam on Instagram and Facebook. Hashtag Station Stories, hashtag Shell Guam.
Have you gotten paid yet? That's the premium automatic insurance deduction plan from Calvo's Insurance. Paid simplifies your home and auto insurance. No down payment. No more long lines, and you can stretch your payments up to 12 months. Paid is convenient. It deducts from your payroll, your checking account, or your credit card. With Paid, you get up to 65% off your car insurance and enjoy lifestyle club discounts. Life can be easier when you get paid.
Call Calvo's Insurance today and save on your home and auto insurance.
Hyundai's summer clearance event is happening now. Guam's best dealership, Cars Plus and Mighty. With financing as low as 1.99%. There's no better time to drive a new Hyundai Accent, ranked highest in initial quality, starting at just $11,995. Or the new Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. SUV lovers, check out the new Hyundai Tucson starting at $19,995. Plus, every new Hyundai gets Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's our Hyundai summer clearance event going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
It's that time of the year again. Sagwa Manyaga's annual Kids Carnival is back for its third year. Free admission, loads of free entertainment that even the babies can enjoy, along with tons of goodies for kids of all ages. So save the date, parents. Sagwa Manyaga's Kids Carnival, Saturday, August 12th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Adalu. We hope to see you all there again. Special thanks to Bank of Guam, Community First Federal Credit Union, Addis Trust and Investment, Calvo Select Care, Moylan's Net Care, Guam Regional Medical City, and our community sponsors.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Ruby Tuesday puts the O in dinner combos with Garden Bar Plus entrees for only $20.99. Choose salmon moco, petite sirloin, or pesto chicken pasta. Only at Ruby Tuesday. Oh!
Connect with KUAM News. Find us on your favorite social media platform. Follow us and stay in the know with Guam's news leader.
Welcome back to Primetime, everybody. Not every day a convicted murderer gets a do-over. Clifford St. Nicholas appeared in court on Thursday along his attorney, John Terlahi. St. Nicholas was tried in 2015 and found guilty of fatally shooting his girlfriend, Valine Borja, after an argument over burnt rice. When he appealed the case with the High Court, they vacated all but one of his convictions on the grounds that the trial court erred when it failed to poll jurors on their exposure to media reports that contain potentially prejudicial information. Retrial has been set for late November with a pretrial conference set for the middle of that month.
He was drinking and driving and killed one of his passengers. Anthony J. King previously pleaded guilty to negligent homicide. This week, he was sentenced to 3 years in jail, the maximum sentence allowed by this plea agreement. KUAM files show that back in February 2016, King and his friends were drinking at a barbecue when they made a quick trip to the store. Though he denied speeding, Highway Patrol's investigation revealed King was going as fast as 70 miles per hour when his car lost control and crashed. 41-year-old Mark Anthony Yamaguchi Minjola died as a result of his injuries. King's prison sentence will start on the 23rd.
Now, defense for one of the men charged with the attempted murder of a DEPCOR detainee wants his case severed from his co-defendant. Jeremiah Isizaki's attorney filed the motion earlier this month, arguing that his client would be prejudiced by a joint trial with co-defendant Albert Santos II. Both men were housed at the Post 6 unit, which is maximum security. Now, that victim, of course, Justin Meno, was also detained in the same unit, found brutally beaten. Though still recovering and unable to walk, Meno identified his attackers using a photo lineup.
She allegedly stole over $75,000 in designer bags and jewelry. Court documents state 27-year-old Teresa Maria Gumatata Crisostomo worked as a housekeeper when her employer's valuables suddenly turned up missing. The victim and her assistant confronted Crisostomo, who turned over some of the items, then made a run for it but was caught. Crisostomo reportedly admitted to pawning a diamond ring and some jewelry for $700. Her confession was recorded and turned over to authorities. Less than a third of the reported stolen goods were recovered. Crisostomo was arrested and charged with theft of property as a second-degree felony.
Former Guam Police Department Colonel Mark Charfers continued his fight before the CSC, fighting to get his job back. His demotion and termination from the agency stems from an incident down in Agate last Christmas Eve. He was then caught on police body cam footage yelling at junior officers responding to a report of fireworks. He since pleaded guilty to charges of obstructing government functions and official misconduct. The commission today set a hearing for the 22nd where they're set to discuss a motion to void the adverse action against Charfers and possibly start hearing his termination appeal.
The school year is in full swing with Guam's students heading back to class, but one problem remains: kids dropping out of school.
But as KUAM's Valerie Maige reports in this next story, efforts are underway hoping to prevent that issue from growing.
I see these impulsive decisions being made every single day. And so I feel like a 16-year-old, I can say with the utmost confidence that a 16-year-old is not prepared at all to make the kinds of decisions that affect his or her life.
It's a decision that longtime educator John Camacho says is hurting our youth. The McCool Middle School guidance counselor says he supports newly introduced legislation that would allow students to make better decisions and think critically about their lives ahead.
I don't think I have a single friend who didn't regret dropping out. Now that they're 22, 23, 24, 30, they've grown, they've matured, and mentally they're in a better state or in a better positioned state to kind of see those differences.
According to Guam DOE, 9,312 students have dropped out of high school since 2011. Though the dropout rate has slightly decreased over the years, a measure has been introduced hoping to stop teens altogether from leaving the classroom. Senator Joe San Agustin has crafted legislation, Bill 159, that would keep students in school until they reach 18. Currently, students are allowed by law to decide whether they want to finish school at age 16. Others, like Guam Community College instructor Jean Cepeda, say some students just need a better understanding of why education is so important.
What are you going to do at 16 years old? The extra 2 years is an extra 2 years of education. It's an extra 2 years of learning how to be an adult, hopefully. And it's probably going to be an extra $2, $3 per hour to be an 18-year-old versus 16.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Valerie Maige.
Thanks, Val. Recent outreach by cultural advocacy group Pretehi Litekten has led over 1,000 supporters to sign the group's online petition in support of stopping the proposed live fire training range at Ritidian. In response, Vice Speaker Therese Terlahi spoke out about the group's concerns, saying the call to action will require government-wide concerted effort. Terlahi referenced the latest biological opinion associated with the proposed range, noting that the range's implementation would limit habitat management at the Guam National Wildlife Refuge. The group is urging senators to visit the affected sites, file a temporary restraining order, and pass a resolution urging the governor to take additional action to stop the range's construction.
With regional headlines, here are our friends up in Saipan at KSPN2 News.
Half a day Guam, here's what's making headlines in the CNMI. We spoke with Congressman Kalili Sablan over the phone on Wednesday about what he thinks of North Korea's threat. Once again threatening to bomb the United States, North Korea threatened to launch missiles specifically to Guam earlier today.
A hollow threat because they've done this. They do this every week.
But according to Congressman Gregorio Kalili Sablan, that threat does not hold very much authority.
Well, yeah, I would be concerned if the threats were serious.
Unfazed by North Korea's latest threat, Congressman Sablan says he has reached out to the Pentagon to confirm his theory that this is only a threat and nothing more. And adds if it were a real emergency, the Pentagon would have reached out to him.
There was something serious by now, the Pentagon would have reached out to us already.
As for the threat itself, Congressman Sablan believes the whole thing could have been avoided if it wasn't for one statement made by the president hours earlier.
They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
He says the president should tone down his rhetoric when talking about world leaders who mean to do us harm.
Who am I to tell the president what to do? It's not my place. But yeah, they'd be nice. And I'm saying that on a personal basis.
That's your KSPN 2 News Roundup. For more, go to saipantv.com. I'm Sherry Riggs reporting.
Please stay tuned, everybody. Our guy Chris Barnett has details to the upcoming Children's Smiles for Hope Classic Golf Tournament. But first, here is your island weather.
From the network that brought you up to 3 times more data comes the dawn of a new data. The epic story of Guam's only network brave enough to give 10 free gigs of bonus data on every line every month to customers who bundle their services. Reviewers are calling the offer totes awesome. Best deal ever. And yes.
Visit GTA.net for details.
GU Self-Storage, Guam's newest and largest storage facility with the island's largest variety of storage unit sizes to meet customer demands. Our facility applies the most advanced access and security surveillance system, including the state-of-the-art Easy Code phone app. Keep what's important to you safe and secure with fully covered loading and unloading area in a fully climate-controlled facility. We offer professional packing, pickup, and delivery of your storage items and complimentary use of hand truck, appliance dollies, and pallet jacks, and offer ADA accessible units. For our customer convenience, we offer access to our on-site business center, conference room, and mail hub services. Call our friendly and professional management team at 648-7867 to learn more about our flexible month-to-month lease options with best rates starting as low as $50. GU Self-Storage, located next to McDonald's in Harmon, the old GPA building.
There's a reason why you keep going. When it's your own hard work that brought you to this point. You do everything to protect what you've earned. Because every move that brings you closer to your goals leaves you no excuse but to keep moving forward. This is what makes you an alpha.
Welcome back, Grandma. Wow.
I did a lot of shopping in Italy, and I met a nice man.
Ciao. Gino.
Da
Italia.
He's Italian.
Very cool.
Buick now has an SUV for that. The new Buick Envision. One of 3 luxury SUVs from the new Buick.
Pay no interest for 72 months on this 3 SUV lineup of 2017 Buick models when you finance through GM Financial. Visit Autospot Buick today.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
Hafa Guam still here. KUAM Sports proudly brought to you by Triple J, and a show tonight like the world has never seen. Let's get down to it. Weekend golf action starts right now. Hit the link Saturday to support the 2017 Children's Smiles for Hope Classic Golf Tournament at the GICC in Dedido. Showtime for the tourney, 12 noon with shotgun scheduled for one, $125 per person or $240 for a two-man team. Same-day registration will go up to $200 per player.
Well, the Chasing Rainbows is a nonprofit organization. It's community-based, and it supports and assists the island community, targeting the needy, the underprivileged, and, of course, the elderly community. And our mission and motto is to encourage people to engage and empower them for excellence from their life struggles.
Chasing Rainbows and also helps with providing gifts for underprivileged kids and helps support the elderly, engaging and empowering them. For more info on the tournament, contact Liz Flickinger at 483-4852 by way of text or WhatsApp. Even Mercy Greeno at 486-0418.
The proceeds will be going towards one of our programs called the Children's Smiles for Hope. It's a project that we developed since December of last year, and it's ongoing. Other proceeds will also go towards the sports community, which we selected the Island Eagles team for this year. And lastly, of course, the Guam Police Department 2017 GPD Planning Committee.
One Healthy Micronesia 2K, 5K run, a special project of the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Guam, hosting their second annual run this Saturday at Chamorro Village. Show 5 in the morning, go 6 a.m. The course will take runners towards Adaloop and back, with proceeds benefiting the Micronesian Resource Center and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Guam. Awards given out to the top finisher in each race division, $7 per person or $25 family. For Run Guam, Goody Sporting Goods, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Guam, and the Micronesian Resource Center one-stop shop. For more info, 472-2227 or online email thing, Guam, BBBSG@teleguam.net. Summer Jam Basketball Champs, 8 and under division, Raiders 32, Tamuning Typhoons 22. Raiders' Jared Coe was named the MVP. Mario Boric receiving the Bank of Guam Division Top Scorer Award, averaging 17.6 points per game. In the 10 and under division, Opaque Warriors 44, Tamuning Typhoons 38. Warriors, Noah Hernandez named MVP. Typhoons, Michael Borg received the Bank of Guam Division Top Scorer Award, averaging 13.25 points per game. 12 and under division, Yellow Jackets 49, Typhoons 10. Yellow Jackets Elijah Richardson, the MVP. Typhoons Michael Bork received the Bank of Guam Division Top Scorer Award, averaging 10.13 points per game. 14 and under division, St. Paul Warriors 72, Nova 20. Warriors John Sevilla named the MVP, and he received Bank of Guam's Top Scorer Award, averaging 17.33 points per game. And 18 and under division, St. Paul Warriors 101. Typhoons 52. Warriors D'Angelo Bellardo was named MVP. Typhoons Cloyd Rosas, the Bank of Guam top scorer, 19 points a game.
Thursday, Jueves, woohoo! Hey, North Korea or not, you know, tomorrow's Friday. Join my man Double D on the show Business. My name's Chris. Keep on breathing, Guam. Adios!
Go back happy with Triple J. For a limited time, receive a free $500 Kmart gift certificate on selected new vehicles from Triple J Auto Group. Get the car, the savings, and the supplies just in time for school. 0 down and 1.9% financing on top of the class deals like the Kia Sportage at only $161 per paycheck, or the Mazda CX-3 at only $145 per paycheck, or an all-new Ford F-150 for only $266 per paycheck. Get pre-approved instantly at TripleJGuam.com. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. Stop by today. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
48 hours. That's all we get in a week. But those 48 hours, we try to make them last forever. How? By filling them fast with all the right stuff. With a lot of laughter, a little drama, some adventure, and a whole lot of love.
Dad, Mom's here.
It happens pretty quick.
Bye, Dad.
But it's cool. Because the rest of the week, we talk about our plans.
You want to go to the beach?
On how to make the next 48 hours last us a lifetime.
Are Mom and Dad here yet?
Not yet. We didn't get our lane.
We gotta stop for cash.
I forgot my card.
Just use your phone.
Right.
Forgot your Bank of Hawaii debit card? No problem, because now you can get cash with your phone with cardless cash from Bank of Hawaii. Introducing Cardless Cash. Download the Bank of Hawaii app today. Welcome to tomorrow.
All right, and before we close out the news tonight, yes, she caught me. Here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
All right, happy birthday to Peyton Akininook. Happy 18th birthday, Peyton. Lots of love from your family. Awesome.
And happy birthday to Bino Kitchitsu.
All right, if you would like to be a member of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club, go to KUAM.com and register, and maybe the next time when we're reading your name, you can see Sabrina not realize that she's on camera once again.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to be nice to him. I'm going to
right.
close out this show, and up next is In the Mix.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.